Check, mic check, 1, 2.
Yo, is this thing on or what?
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Platform Podcast. As always, I am your host, Dex. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, give us a follow, give us 5 stars, whatever kind of shit that they got going on there. Make sure you guys give us that good algorithm activating activity. We're back. We got new episodes that have been coming out every single Wednesday, back in the new year. Got the full rebrand. Obviously, have all the merch that we have available. So if you guys want any new hats, make sure you guys are hitting me up. I can send them out for you. But as always, we got another new guest on the show. Today we got a Nashville resident, one of the DJs that I've known for a while since moving in here. He's got a lot of life changes that he's been going through that we're going to talk about on today's show. I'm sitting down with MOJO. How's it going, man?
What up, guys? I'm glad to be back on the podcast.
Back on the pod again. This is a repeat appearance. But
2 years ago, it was me and DJ Recess. Here, so.
And now you got the solo pod, so you can get your own shine on. I love it. Actually, Reese is now in West Palm, where we have a couple of venues. We got him actually tapped into our venues out there.
Oh, yeah. That's
You're
good.
obviously here. Like I said, we got a bunch lined up to talk about. I mean, you've had a lot over the past couple of years that I've known you, from being a full-time DJ to working with the Predators to now taking on some new life changes, getting into house, getting engaged, having a new job with NASCAR. There's a lot going on. So first, for these listeners, for these viewers, just give me the elevator pitch for people that have never heard your name before, people that don't know who you are, of who MOJO is.
Honestly, I'm just a guy who's trying to throw a party. You bring me into your venue and give me an hour, and I promise you I'll have different generations dancing to the music, good vibes going on.
Yeah.
And the only thing I ask is give me a chance, and you won't regret it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I love it. Yeah. I mean, most recently, we're going to dive right into this because I feel like this is kind of one of the biggest topics that you and I have talked about in the past, and I love it. Huge Pat McAfee fan. I mean, I obviously have been watching him on his YouTube channel and now getting the huge deal with ESPN. I got to meet him actually at Whiskey Row a couple years ago when he was there prior. I think it was actually like the week before he signed to ESPN. He just happened to be in Nashville for a bachelor party. I think it was like Boston Connor's bachelor party, actually. And like they were all out here. He just walked up onto the rooftop in Whiskey Row, and I was like, what the fuck is Pat McAfee doing here? I had no idea. But yeah, you got an opportunity that I feel like any DJ would love to have, and especially any DJ that enjoys sports would love to have, by being able to DJ College Game Day. I mean, how did that come about, and how did you guys kind of get thrown into that?
It was all last minute, to be honest. We were driving down to Bama for the Georgia-Bama weekend. I had 2 gigs lined up, Friday night at a bar called The Standard, and then Saturday night at Gillette's, where I usually play at. And I get a phone call about 9 o'clock Friday night when I'm at the hotel checking in. Hey, MOJO, it's the owner from Gillette's. And he's asking me if I'm in town yet. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm playing at Standard today. He goes, all good. Just got a phone call from ESPN's director. Their DJ's flight just got canceled because there was like some bad storms going on. You want to do College Game Day? And without hesitation, I said, fuck yeah, hell yeah. He goes, hey, before you get your hopes up, he just told me to ask around and who I thought would be a good fit, and you're the first person I thought of. So he goes, I'll give him your number. He'll be in touch. So, okay. And 2 minutes later, I get another phone call, and it's the director of ESPN for College Game Day. He goes, hey, just got off the phone. They said that you are available for College Game Day. I'm like, yes, sir. He goes, perfect. Could you be here at 5 a.m. to be set up and ready to go? I said, yes, sir. Like, I am very excited. Thank you for this opportunity. He goes, all good. Just look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And I'm like, wow, this is kind of crazy, but I've never seen a DJ on College Game Day, so I didn't know this kind of existed.
Yeah.
So I went into my Friday night gig at the Standard, performed, crushed it, got done at 3 in the morning. Got back to the hotel. It's like a 45-minute drive to Birmingham from Tuscaloosa. Got back to the hotel. I was afraid to fall asleep because I'm like, this is an opportunity I do not want to miss out. I probably set maybe 10 alarms to make sure, okay, every 5 minutes it keeps ringing. It keeps ringing. You better wake up. Woke up at 4 a.m., got like an hour nap, got to college game day, and they had someone like take my truck from me, park it for me, grab my equipment, set everything up, and no paperwork later. They just said, hey, start DJing, keep music clean. And next thing you know, there were kids out there. Well, as soon as I got there, camping out the night before for one of the biggest games, Georgia versus Bama. And just good times. When Nick Saban walked out, I played a remix of Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah.
And the crowd loved it. And then when Pat McAfee walked out, I played a remix of Take Me Home. Mm-hmm. Because he went to
John Denver, West Virginia. Yeah.
So, and I just remember him looking at me and saluting me after I played that song. And I'm just vibing. I have a Gillettes hat on because my thing is, man, I'm going to represent who got me here. So, and I'm a big LSU fan, so I don't ever wear Alabama gear. I don't ever wear Bama gear. Die-hard LSU fan, born and raised in New Orleans. So, Saints, Pelicans, LSU. And about 30 minutes in, they're like, hey, we need to change your hat out. I'm like, okay. And they bring me 3 Alabama hats to pick from, and I'm like, oh, shit. And I'm like, okay. So I put it on, and then next thing you know, the director goes, all right, we're going live 2 and 5. I'm like, what? And next thing you know, there's a camera on my face.
With an Alabama hat
on. And I hear both Reese Davis, Kirk Herbstreit, and Pat McAfee give me shout-outs.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized, oh, shit, I'm on live television right now. So everything in me, I'm trying not to cry on live television. I'm like, I can't believe this is going on. I kid you not, 2 minutes later, I'm getting text messages, I'm getting phone calls from random people saying, holy shit, I just saw you on live television. Middle school teachers, former coworkers, siblings, like, this is fucking badass. Like, holy shit. Everyone's blowing up my phone, and I'm still trying to not DJ. Cry and still DJ. I still got a couple hours to go, and it was probably like the most unreal moment of my life DJing.
Yeah.
Like that I finally felt like I made it to the next level. And just after I got done, the only thing I wanted to do was just go tell Pat thank you. That's it. I just wanted to go tell Pat, hey, the 5 seconds of a shout out, like, thank you so much. And I go up to him before I could say my name. He turns around and goes, oh, Mojo, hell yeah, you crushed it, brother. And to me, him knowing who I was and knowing my name, just felt amazing. Felt amazing. I was too much energy to go to sleep that day because I got done around maybe 1 o'clock, and I had the DJ at 8 o'clock at Gillettes. And when I tell you, that was a crazy game. Bama versus Georgia. Bama beat Georgia. The crowd was amazing. Played till about 2 in the morning. Drove home that same night and got to my Sunday brunch gig at Sunny's. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to cancel no gigs. I'm just going to do my thing.
Damn, how long were you on no sleep?
I would say a little bit over a day. That drive back to Nashville was a little bit rough that night, I'll say. I had my boy Steven with me, and he was just knocked out the entire time. So I'm like, oh, boy. So pulled over a couple times, took a little hour nap. Dropped him off, got home, took a quick shower, and got to my brunch gig and just DJ'd. And everyone's coming up to me like, bro, this is badass. And that following Monday, I just go back to my NASCAR job and just go back to work. And my VP of marketing sales called my director. And my director calls me into the office. He goes, are you watching the Pat McAfee show right now? He goes, no, why? Pat just gave you another shout out. And we go and rewind it, and he literally told me, he goes, y'all, DJ MOJO this past weekend filled in for DJ Griff. Yeah. Also, shout out to DJ Griff, amazing DJ. Love that dude. He crushed it. Man, he said I had sing-along songs with techno beats in it. And he goes, the crowd loved it. Like, he crushed it. He came in and did his thing. So at that moment, I was just like, I'm probably going to be one of the biggest Pat McAfee fans because he didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Like, Saturday's over. I got to fill in. You didn't have to do that. The fact he went on and just kept mentioning my name and talking a little bit more about it just kind of helped me open the door a little bit more at different places. And ever since then, I've just full respect a big Pat McAfee fan after that.
Yeah. Have you guys what kind of networking did you do when you were there? Were you able to actually sit and talk to him or his team or anything that much at all after, or not really?
Not really. After the show, so many people are there are trying to meet him and everything.
Yeah,
so they kind of like push him into the building and everything, like for him to go to his thing. I know Kirk Herbstreit has to usually leave and go to
another game,
a game that he's commentating for. But I did get to talk to the director. He said, "You're definitely gonna be on our radar from now on when we need you and everything." And DJ Griff, he's out of Pennsylvania. Him and Pat McAfee actually went to college and graduated together. So
I saw him
really
at
good friends.
the actual Pitt game that they just did a couple months ago, where they did college game day at Pitt, and he had like his family and everything there because he was from there.
So really good dude. He actually invited me to college game day when they came down here for Vandy, and got to hang out with him and his wife, and got to see Pat again. And Pat recognized me and said, "Bro, you crushed it last year for us. Like, well deserved." I said, "Thank you so much." Got to tell him thank you again in person, and made sure I said, "Hey Griff, we'll love for you to come to Whiskey Road tonight. Come see me in action. You and the wife. Drinks on me because I get a bar tab." And they came. They had a good time. Very thankful, and look forward to the next time we hang out again.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. I mean, that's what it's all about. Is being ready for opportunities like that, where so much stuff in the DJ and nightlife world just happens at a spur of the moment type
Last
thing.
minute,
So being able to be prepared for all these situations, I feel like pays off so much, because obviously you get one shot to impress people, and it's like now you never know if they're going to hit you up again if it's out here at Vandy, and let's say Griff can't do it, or if they're just looking to expand and do other events, stuff like that. You never know. So it's awesome.
The most stressful part of all of that was during college game day. It was sprinkling a little bit, and like I had to make a decision. Like, do I just close my laptop and cover up my gear, or do I try to get a couple towels and power through it? I had probably like maybe 8 towels covering my laptop, covering my board and everything. And I'm just using my screen on my XZ to still DJ. And I'm like, man, just clear up, please. I do not want to risk losing all my gear right now. And I'm just blessed it worked out for the best.
That's awesome. I want to know, being that you're an LSU fan, all your friends that saw it, how much shit did you get when everyone saw you wearing a Bama hat?
Everybody was asking me, what's that trash on your head? Everybody, because, again, I promote me playing in Bama. I love going down to Tuscaloosa. That's always a good time. But, like, you don't catch me in Alabama jerseys or shirts. You don't catch me in Alabama gear. Like I said, I'm always going to be a diehard LSU fan. And the owners, the GM, the bartenders, everyone knows I'm an LSU fan. So they give me rough times when we're playing LSU and LSU beats us. Think about it now.
Bama beats you mean?
Bama beats us. Every single time I've been down there and it's been the LSU game, LSU's lost.
You might be bad luck at this point.
It gets funnier because last year I actually got booked to play at Fred's in Baton Rouge when it was the Bama weekend, and Bama still beat LSU. So, I think I'm like 0-3 when it comes to LSU playing Bama.
Yeah, you might have to stop going to these games then. Start playing down there when they're not playing LSU.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
And then maybe they'll win. I don't know.
I'll say one of the toughest games I had to DJ was after they lost to Texas a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And I remember the owner just told me, he goes, I don't care what you do. Get up there. Get this crowd going. Everyone's hurting. Just get this crowd going. And I threw a party that night. I probably said F Texas a couple times. The crowd loved it. And it was just a great night. And they kept bringing me back. And I think that was probably the only big loss I've DJ'd in Alabama.
Yeah.
Every other time they've won. So
that's awesome. Yeah. What's it like DJing at these kind of SEC bars? Obviously, like I came from Wisconsin. Football is huge out there, but it's a different breed when you come here to the South. And even being in Nashville, but then I can't imagine even more so in Knoxville, Tuscaloosa, like Baton Rouge, all these huge SEC schools when you're looking at Georgia, Bama, LSU, Tennessee, and then for the majority of these campuses, I mean, you got party bars on all these campuses. Yep. So what's the vibe like when you are playing at some of these SEC schools?
It's like, don't get me wrong, I love Nashville. Nashville's a good time. It's always a party city. But like changing the scene a little bit, going down to Tuscaloosa, they don't have the party scene like Nashville. So like whenever they do something called a Wine Wednesday. So Wine Wednesdays at Galette's, it's basically they sell $5 wine bottles, and you just got sorority girls with straws and wine bottles drinking and just having a good time.
Just walking around with a full wine bottle.
Yeah, literally, like it's their $5 wine bottles, and that's actually how I got my chance down there in 2022. Last minute, they asked me to come down because I've been asking to DJ there for years.
Yeah,
since I lived in Memphis, I've been asking for years, and they just told me, with all due respect, I don't know who you are. Yeah, and I was like, okay, I get that, and it was my chance. This one night, they asked me to come in, and I was like, hey, it's a 3.5 hour drive, but I'm on my way. And I came in, I crushed it, had a good time, and the GM's like, I want that kid back. And ever since then, I just, whenever they need me, I kept going. Got there for college big game days. I was down there for our sorority bid days, sorority parties. So Tuscaloosa is always going to have a place in my heart just because of how much fun it is to play there. The people are all good vibes there, from the students to the bartenders and the staff, everyone. Everyone's there as the party. The one funny thing I would say is when I DJ, I don't cause any fights. And I'm very surprised to say this, but I have not had a fight break out yet. Knock on wood, because I'll play there tonight. I have not had a fight break out in the crowd, DJing wise. And it makes me feel good because I'm still playing a little bit of hip hop, but I know how to bring it back into a little bit pop, a little country, some EDM to kind of bring the crowd back in, not get too crazy. And Tuscaloosa is just, it's a great city. Like I brought different DJs with I brought Grant Fisher, I brought Hish, I brought Recess, Dalton, I brought OMG Parker, because they kept asking me what's so special about Tuscaloosa, and I'm like, you guys need to witness it. And they all said the same thing. I finally see what's so special about this place. It's just a magical place. So,
do they have nightclubs there, or is it all just kind of like party bars?
It's mostly party bars. There's a place called Rounders. I haven't played there before, but that's more of the nightclub. They just opened up a new place called Two Dimes recently. I haven't played there yet, but it's more like a venue club. So there's that. But like, it's just, I can easily stay in town and just DJ and just call it a day. But Tuscaloosa is so much fun that whenever they ask me to come play, I'm like, yeah, I'll be there in a second. Like, you guys always are going to be on my schedule no matter what.
Yeah. What's a song other than Sweet Home Alabama that goes off in Tuscaloosa?
Dixon and Delight. Yeah.
The two popular football ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is, they love John Summit down there. So big EDM heads out there. House music. Like I said, there's really no bad vibes out there. The only thing that sucks is like that drive coming back home, because it's 3.5 hour drive. So I usually drive back and forth the same day, get done at 2 in the morning, either go walk across the street to Whataburger, or just on my way home, stop at Buc-ee's. It's always worth it. Stopping at Buc-ee's to get some food, get home by 5, 6 in the morning, and just sleep in the rest of the day.
I know you talked about how they bring in, like yourself, how you brought in a lot of these other Nashville DJs. Are they bringing in a lot of like locals to play these sets too, or kind of for these bigger weekends, do they reach out to you guys to bring you guys in as sort of better DJs to an extent?
So normally, like, they have DJs Tuesday through Saturday.
Okay.
And Tuesdays aren't their big nights. Thursdays aren't big nights. Fridays sometimes. But like Wine Wednesdays are usually their biggest nights, and they bring in a couple bigger DJs. But whenever they know it's slow season, hey, just get a local DJ from in this area.
Yeah.
So and then on college game day weekends, they usually do bring in bigger DJs. They brought in Silver for what weekend was that? That was the Bama and Tennessee weekend. So they brought Silver that Friday. Then they brought me and Dalton on that Saturday.
Okay.
So we had a great time. That was Dalton's first time in Tuscaloosa. His day was made even before we got to the gig. He kept saying, I gotta meet Roll Tide Willie. I gotta meet Roll Tide Willie. And we made it happen, and it was like the funniest thing ever.
How did you guys run into him?
I've run into him every single time. He's always at some sub shop parked outside selling his merch.
Really?
Yeah, like he's just like he advertises it too.
Yeah.
He advertises it every single time, and it was just funny. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Then just met him, got a picture with Rotary Willie, and then he actually got a voice memo from Rotary Willie saying his like and gave a shit a piss about the Tide,
Yeah.
and he dropped that drop at Galette's that night.
That's awesome.
It was the funniest thing ever. The crowd went crazy. Like I was just like, this is probably the funniest thing I've ever seen someone do at Galette's.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I was just kind of thinking about it because obviously, like, I feel like now there's so many DJs everywhere. Where then I would think that in obviously like these huge colleges are filled with bars up and down the streets. I would imagine, and especially like closer to the stadiums, there's usually that kind of
Crowd presence.
Yeah. Where it's like you either have like a strip or like I'm forgetting the word of like what I'm thinking for, but there's usually like an area around the stadium that's just kind of all the bars and everything, or like that main strip by Tuscaloosa and by their university that there would be all these bars. So I'd imagine there's an influx of DJs that are actually able to play like a lot of these events, but I feel like especially for colleges, they might just be taking a lot of like newer DJs that just aren't as experienced, stuff like that too, or just like guys that are just getting thrown into DJing because it's just the new thing that everyone is doing. With all of these DJs here that are playing everywhere now, do you think that it's harder to make it as a DJ, or do you think it's a little bit easier to stand out now because a lot of these DJs are just sort of mid or they're just getting started, and with the experience that you have, that you can stand out and excel a little bit more?
So I'm gonna say yes and no. I'm gonna two-part answer. At the bars, your bar sales kind of prove it. Your bar sales kind of prove on how your DJ worked that night. If he gave his all for 1 hour, then got lazy and just started playing mid music and people left early, bar sales aren't that good. And then when it comes to fraternity and sorority parties, I've gotten undercut so many times. I get fraternity and sororities reaching out to me. Hey, we'd love for you to. They wouldn't call me the main act, but we'd love for you to open up for Pauly D last year, or just like different names. Like, yeah, I would love to. And I give them a price that I felt like, hey, I don't gotta bring equipment, but I still gotta drive down here and DJ and everything. So here's my price. And then you got DJs who are just getting started or don't care, who are like, oh, I'll do it for $100. I'll do it for $200. Mm-hmm. And that you just can't compete with, because at the end of the day, it's frat parties, sorority parties. They don't care who the opener is. They're all here to see the same person, the main act. It happened with Pauly D, happened with Summer Rae. It happens at all these different bars and clubs, campuses. Like, no matter where you're at, there's always going to be those rookie DJs who don't know better yet. They're going to come and undercut you.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that actually like Austin and I talked about on our last podcast that he was on, but just kind of finding your value. And a lot of these younger guys don't realize that doing stuff like that is actually hurting them in the long run, hurting their brand, hurting their value as a DJ, and then obviously fucking over all the other DJs too. Yeah. So it's shitty, but I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. If you're looking at restarting, because how long have you been DJing now?
About 8 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's take it back 8 years ago. Yeah. You have all the knowledge that you have now. If you had to completely restart, no following, nothing like that, what would you do different?
Damn, that's a good question right there.
A little deep on it.
Yeah, it's a little deep right there. Honestly, this is going to sound crazy. The best thing that ever happened to me DJing was COVID.
Okay.
COVID kind of gave me the, all right, the world stopped. I got time to perfect this and learn on YouTube and learn everything. My first ever board was a Newmark, like a small Newmark. I bought off Facebook Marketplace. And after a couple gigs, I was like, okay, this is not just a 2-month hobby and I'm done. Like, I actually want to do this. And bought me an XZ, bought me some cheap speakers off Amazon. Kind of regret that. But I think it would have been just knowing where you want to play and not just taking every gig.
Yeah.
Because I started in Memphis. I was in college, and there were other DJs who kind of controlled the bar scenes in Memphis. So if you didn't do what he wanted, it was kind of like, hey, you won't play here. So I technically got started in a Mexican restaurant, El Toro Local. Thursday nights was the move. Everything was kind of shut down. We kind of threw like a little secret party. And everything was going good. Instagram was growing. People were hitting me up. Oh, when's your next gig? When's your next gig? And things were going good. Cops came in one day. And we're like, oh, shit. Health department's going to show up. We're about to be closed, right? And the cops like, hey, I don't care about the DJ. I don't care about y'all. We're looking for one person. Their mom called and said they were here drinking underage. But it's just going to get that person. And we're going to leave. I can resume back to what you're doing. Cops are cool, right? Some douchebag yelled, fuck the cops. And then the cops are like, okay, everyone's ID's out. DJ, pack up, go home. We're done. And I'm like, shit. So they stopped bringing me in. And at this point, I'm like, damn, I got no gigs now. I literally have no venues, have no gigs.
Yeah.
Because this one guy just wants to control everything. And there's a place called Carolina Watershed. And they said, like, I walked in, I was literally, instead of cold calling people, I was actually cold walking in to just different bars and clubs, asking for a chance. And guy's name was Tony, and his best man's name was Connor. Rest in peace, Connor. But he said, never heard of you, kid, but I'm always down to give people a chance. So let's see what you got Thursday night. I'm like, oh, shit, today's Tuesday. But cool. Made me a flyer, got everything done, and threw a badass party. Mm-hmm. Short notice, threw a badass party. It was an outside venue, kind of cool stage, 2 waterfalls in between. This is in Memphis, too. So I'm like, oh, this is badass. And it was probably one of my best parties at an early DJing career.
Yeah.
And I just wish I would have taken those moments seriously. Not just, oh, party. Like, look at me on videos and everything. No, like, perfect the craft a little bit more. COVID is starting to go back to normal. I can Instagram back to normal. Instead of just like still practice, I was more of, okay, I'm done practicing. Go DJ, go do your thing. And when I listened to videos of me DJing before, I'm like, why the hell was I playing that song? Why the hell was I doing stupid shit like that? My biggest ever party, it was right before I announced I was moving to Nashville. I threw a Halloween party at Carolina Watershed. It was like the biggest party. I put all these sororities and fraternities in group chats, like presidents and vice presidents. Hey, here's the move for Halloween. Here's the cover. If you got anyone with fakes and everything or need of fakes, just let me know. I'll give you guys some wristbands, right? Look, me and the owner were splitting the door cover 50-50.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll do anything I can to get this crowd, like, you know. So I paid for security. Not enough security guards. When I got there was a line down the street. I've never seen it like this before. The bars.
How big is the venue?
It's a medium size. Let me see. Compared to, imagine Barstool if it was like an outside venue.
Okay.
So
but it fits that many people, like 800 people.
Yeah, a little bit more. Honestly, a little bit more than that. Honestly,
damn, it's a big spot.
It's a cool spot. Like I said, awesome spot. But it's Halloween. Was it a Saturday? I think it was a Saturday night. There's nothing else to do on Halloween. On a Saturday night, besides go out and party in Memphis and not get shot, technically. So, and like Carolina Watershed had a good reputation. Like, I don't play hood stuff to cause fights. I keep it college friendly, sorority friendly. Like, let's keep it going. And I kid you not, I had all my buddies, like older friends, my brother, and everyone show up, and they had to help me do security because we did not expect that many people. Like that morning, I woke up and I saw at least 20 screenshots on Snapchat of people reposting the flyer.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, people are promoting it for myself. Like, I'm cool with that, right? The owner, Tony, calls me and goes, how many people are you expecting today? I'm like, maybe 400 or 500 people. Not that bad, right? $20 cover. Not that bad, right? Let's say the bar is packed. Lines still out the door. I haven't even got on yet. And I'm like, holy shit, this is going to be the biggest shit show ever. And the owner comes up to me and goes, by the way, we're at 6,000 already. Like, money-wise. Yeah. I'm like, holy fuck, I just made 3,000 and I haven't even started yet. I was like, so what happens if I don't even just get on DJ?
Yeah.
So, thank God, no fights. If a fight would have broke out that night, I would have been terrified. This is how many people showed their shoulder in there. Shout out to my brother and his friends because at one point he said there was people arguing. They just kind of like de-escalated it and everything. There's a video of me crowd surfing because I'm a dumbass. As I threw like a heart sign, like, "Hey guys, it's my last gig here in Memphis. I love you guys." And I announced I was moving to Nashville.
Yeah.
And just crowd surf and just wish I would have took that gig more seriously because when I tell you that was the biggest party of my DJing career.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've got to perform for bigger events now, but I don't think I can ever beat that crowd for my own event.
Yeah.
And just looking back at it, I'm like, people still talk about Halloween of 2021. Like, bro, that was a sick ass party. And I'm just like, I'm blessed. I had every fraternity there. I had every sorority out there. Just good vibes.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's what you want to do is obviously be able to create your own parties. And when you create them and they turn out like that, that's definitely a good thing too. You talked a little bit about NASCAR.
Yeah.
Switching roles a little bit. Right. You do have, aside from DJing, a whole nother world that you live in, which is working full-time for NASCAR as well. Talk a little bit about how you got into that position and then the balance between still DJing as much as you are while also traveling, working for NASCAR and doing all the stuff that you do for them.
So NASCAR, it kind of fell in my lap a little bit. It was November of 2023. Just me and one of my former friends, my former manager from the Preds, just texting Happy Thanksgiving, how's life and everything. And he asked me, he goes, would you ever consider coming back into the sports world? And I said, honestly, yeah. Like at this point, like I've DJ'd, I've just been DJing full time. Kind of felt lazy on the weekdays when I have nothing else to do, especially in the wintertime. We know how scary it gets when there's no gigs around. And I said, you know what? Yeah, I would love to get back into the sports world. Because like I love sales, I love sports. The funny thing I always say is I can sell ice to a penguin. Just like it's just fun. Like you just know how to talk and know what you're selling. And he goes, yeah, I just became the director for the Speedway here in Nashville, the Nashville Super Speedway. Put an application in, we can just go from there. And I did. Everything worked out for the best. Started working with them, and it was different getting used to you went from sleeping in every day, going to work at 9, 8 p.m., 10 p.m., to now waking up and going to work at 8 in the morning. So started doing that, and it was a little different going from full-time DJing to full-time NASCAR, like a corporate job. I would say the first year was a lot of different trials and errors. Started going to the gym, eating healthier, and just traveling a lot with NASCAR. Yeah. And I was still trying to DJ as much. Like, if we're being honest, I really thought that my DJing career was slowly dying. Because I just felt like I'm at the same bars. Nothing's crazy is happening. I got to play for Nelly a couple years ago, but that was the only big thing I had. And that was back in 2022. Like, I have nothing else to prove for myself. And I just thought that my DJing career was dying. And then I was working with NASCAR when the college game day stuff happened. And I'm like, oh, baby, I'm back. And nothing's dying over here. And I think at that moment, I've kind of showed a lot of people what I was made of. This guy's always on time. He gives his 110% at work doing what he does. He travels. It's never, hey, I can't do this because I have to DJ. It was always, I can do it. But I've also managed my schedule and time well, where I can, hey, I'll work 5-6 days a week and doing my office job, but I can still DJ each night if I need to. Yeah. And still showed up on time, still killed it. Never been like, oh, I'm tired, I need to go home. No. Like, there was days where I came in sick. My manager looks at me and goes, go home. I know you don't like going home, but go home. Good example of me working a lot. I had so much PTO I didn't use, and it resets on your 1 year anniversary, and my anniversary comes up on January 26th. So we got 2 weeks off for Christmas. Everyone goes back to work on Monday, and I'm like, oh, I still got 10 days of PTO I got to use. Okay, let me just take off these next couple weeks, and it feels good that now my manager, our track president, like they do ask me to DJ a couple events for NASCAR, if it's a charity event or if it's an actual NASCAR race weekend. And it just, I feel good about it now because I'm like, okay, I've kind of shown everyone like, hey, I could take both jobs seriously. And the fact you're letting me do what I love at my job makes it 100 times better.
Yeah.
This past year, DJing the NASCAR race weekend, it was something called like a camper appreciation party. So pretty much my job is to renew and sell tickets to the race, sell campsites for people who want to come camp out for a couple days at the race. And I build a lot of good relationships with all my campers. Like on race weekends, after we said, hey, I can go home for the day, be back tomorrow, I like to go out and say hi to all my campers because they're only here for a weekend. I don't get to see them every single week, every single day. So I usually do that a lot. And funniest thing was I had all of my campers sending me selfies of them and me DJing in the background like, who knew our rap was a good DJ?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, this... It was like the funniest thing ever. Like all of them are texting me like, bro, you crushed it. You're an awesome DJ. And I'm like, man, they still want to renew with me too. Like they're renewing with me. I want to say Saturday night before our race. I was at I was like at one of the campers just hanging out at his RV. And this dude brings out a board and starts DJing. And my camper goes, hey, watch out, the real DJ's here. I'm like, nah, we ain't going to do all that. And then I'm just DJing until about 1 a.m, throwing a little party with all my campers.
Yeah.
I had some of my operation guys goes, Mo, what are you doing here? And I'm just having a good time. And besides,
like I'm working.
Yeah,
I'm networking.
Yeah, I'm networking. But at the same time, guess what? They all renewed. They all renewed for the following year. So like, I did my job. If I'm renewing everyone, doesn't matter if I'm in the RV hanging out with them or I'm in our outside DJing with them. Like they all renewed, and that's what we care about is just numbers.
Yeah, because you're building those connections with them more than just a business.
Just a business.
Yeah.
Because like people can just be like, hey, want to renew? No, okay, cool, bye. Want to renew? No, but like going out to see them face to face, how's life? How's everything going? And feels good. Besides just like working with NASCAR, two funny quick stories. Drivers. So NASCAR drivers. Never thought in a million years, but a guy named Noah Gregson, one of NASCAR's, I'll say top drivers, great guy, came in to do some media stuff, and someone asked him, like, in the office, like, hey, what are you trying to do today? And he goes, oh, I'm trying to go out and party tonight. It's like a Wednesday night. And I'm like, and I think my president goes, oh, hey, that's your guy. And he looks at me and goes, what do you do, bartend on Broadway? He goes, no, I'm a DJ. In front of everybody, my fucking dude, and just like daps me up, and I was like, oh boy, it's gonna be a good night. So he got my number and everything. We met at Whiskey Row, got him some bottle service and everything, and it's about 1:30 in the morning, and I'm like, shit, I got work in the morning. Like, I gotta go. And he's over here like, nah, it's cool. And I'm like, bro, you got a breakfast meeting with my president. Like, you need... He goes, oh, I'll be there. So I get home. He FaceTimes me at 3 a.m. Hey, I made it back to my hotel at the W. Love you, dude. And I'm terrified, like, oh, boy. Please tell me he's going to make it.
Make the meeting? Yeah. Otherwise, it's your fault?
Yeah. So he ended up making the meeting. He did not stop telling my president how great of a guy I was. So that was a good thing.
Yeah.
Love him to death. So he, anytime we're in the same city, he will always hits me up. NASCAR weekend, when it was in Nashville, he calls me Saturday night. Like, hey, where you at? I was like, I'm still at the track. He goes, damn, I'm trying to get into Whiskey Row. I'm like, Noah, your race is tomorrow. He goes, yeah, I'm not going to drink tonight. I was like, oh, shit. So I was like, okay, how many people do you need to get in? 1, 2. He goes, 20. Who's the 20? He goes, it's my entire sponsorship team.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I called Blake, VIP.
Yeah, if you're bringing a whole sponsor team, they're going to spend some money.
Yeah. Oh, no, they did.
Yeah.
So I called Blake. He took care of them and everything. And the next day, Noah looked okay. He was fine, right? I thought he was fine. Race starts. He was the first one to wreck. Everyone's texting me like, what the hell did Noah do last night? I was like, yo.
This is the kind of inside info I need to put some bets on. I need this info.
Yeah, bro, it was the funniest thing ever. And then I also hung out with Ricky Stenhouse one weekend.
Yeah.
Took him out to Whiskey Row, got on the table and everything. He had a great time. And he didn't do anything race weekend. He just was doing his thing. He was the second person to wreck at the race. So everyone's like, Damn, both drivers I hung out with you were both wrecked?
Yeah, dude. I mean, LSU is losing when you're going to their games. These NASCAR drivers are crashing. I feel like you might be bad luck for these people.
I got one win. I got one win with LSU.
Yeah.
I DJ'd the Arkansas LSU this past weekend, this past year, down in Baton Rouge, and close to the game than I wanted. I actually went down to the game with my brother and his son. LSU still won, and when I tell you, Fred's in Baton Rouge, if you play there, that means you've made it. Like it's Shaq owns the place too.
Oh yeah, that's his. I've seen him play. Yeah.
So funny thing is, I was trying to go for some bigger games like Texas A&M and everything, and they booked me for Texas A&M. They said, "Hey, by the way, we got to move you. Shaq actually wants that date." I'm like, I can't get mad at Shaq.
Yeah.
So
I want to know, like, with everything that you're doing with NASCAR. I mean, I know you talked about your work ethic and how you don't complain about working late, DJing, and then still showing up for work. But has there been moments where you just feel like you're burnt out, like between the DJing, between NASCAR life, between everything else that you're trying to do just in your own personal life aside from those? Are you feeling any sort of burnout?
I do, honestly. There's moments where I wake up at like 4:30 in the morning every day. I like to go to the gym, get my day started. Do 2 miles when I get back from the gym, cook breakfast, get to work.
Is this just like the military mindset or what?
It is. Just because I've been in the service for about 8 years now as well, and I felt like I haven't given my best. So just waking up early in the morning, getting your day started, getting a workout started, just feeling good, just shows discipline.
Yeah.
And going to work, I feel 100 times better when I get a workout in before. You feel your day is going good. And there's been moments where I'm just like driving to work, like, man, I'm exhausted. Or driving to a gig and I got music turned off, just in complete silence. I'm like, man, it's going to be a long day. And then you realize, okay, you know what? Looking back at these last 2 years, I was able to achieve a lot of things that I couldn't have achieved. Like buying a house, and you understand this, was the most stressful thing ever. I think I got down to 155 pounds of how stressed out I was. And I was also cranky and hangry at work. And I apologize to my coworkers, but like buying the house took everything out of me. Because you're like, oh, it's going good, it's going good. Nope. It's going good, it's going good. Nope. Like it's just something just kept popping up. And I think after I bought the house and I was burnt out a little bit, it kind of gave me a little bit extra energy. Like, hey, you did it. Like, this is your home. You finally did it. So there's been a lot of moments where I've kind of been like, I'm burnt out and everything. But I also look at, I wouldn't say a couple. There's one mentor. I have one mentor in my life, and I've been following him for the last 20 plus years. And this guy, nonstop, works 24/7, works out 24/7, and still has time to go to Make-A-Wish appearances for sick kids. His name is John Cena. And I look at how much he has done, and only thing he says is just schedule your time. No days wasted. Earn the day every day. And when you say earn the day every day, what does that mean? Wake up, get your day started. Don't let your day go by and you just wasted the whole day. Because you're not promised every day in this world. We don't know when is your last day. So get your ass up, make your bed, go to the gym, do your job, and make it a day you earned. And like after just hearing that so many times, I'm like, okay, you know what? I can relax and sleep once I'm dead. Right now, grind. Because honestly, the goal within the next 20, 30 years, I can retire early. Sit back, relax, and just, man, I had a good life. I had a good career. And I can enjoy the rest of my life now. So there are moments I'm burnt out, but it's also worth the burnt out, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy that you're talking about, John Cena, you got to meet him. It's one of your idols. I'm not a huge wrestling guy. I fucking love John Cena in the TV shows that he's in, movies that he's in. Peacemaker, I think it's fucking hilarious on HBO. Love that one. So when did you meet him? How did you meet him? How did this come about?
So this is going to be crazy, but so I left. We had a race weekend in July. A couple days later, I had to leave for military. 2 weeks later for my training, and I literally came back that Friday night, DJ'd Whiskey Row that night. Saturday morning, flew into Chicago for his meet and greet. And like there was like different things you can purchase. You can purchase a $150 autograph, $200 photo with him, different stuff, right? And I did. I'm not gonna lie, I spent a pretty penny on different things. So I'm like, you know what? This is how I justified it. If you divide the total by 20 years by monthly, it's not that much. That's
of your fandom of him, you're saying?
Like how much happiness and joy he's brought me.
Yeah.
So just 20 years, and then that's how I kind of justified it. And everything was a quick second. Like everything was autograph, thank you, shook his hand, that's it. Picture, thank you, that's it. Something called the Ultimate Fan Pass, where after his Q&A, you actually get to go back there, talk to him one-on-one, hang out with him and everything. And I said, take my money. Here you go. So I literally flew into Chicago. Also had to get a deep dish pizza in Chicago.
Where'd you go?
It starts with a G.
Giordano's?
Yes.
You motherfucker.
Yes. What?
It's the worst.
Look, it was just the first thing that popped up. And I was just like, okay, you know what? Cause I was Ubering everywhere. It was next to the convention center. And like I was a little stressed out too, because I'm like, if my flight gets delayed or something, this is all screwed. Like I'm like stressed out. So I get there, ate pizza, got to meet him and everything, and I kind of blacked out for a second when I saw him behind the curtains. I'm like, this is not real. And got the picture with him. Cool. And then after the Q&A, it's like maybe 8 of us that lined up out of like 500 people. Only 8 of us got it. And there's probably more, maybe 1,000 people, but just 8 of us. And got in there. They said, hey, give me your phone. And I didn't know they were actually going to record me meeting him.
Oh, they just do it for you. Yeah.
So she's actually recording and taking screenshots of the video as I'm talking to him. And I didn't know that. So I'm just talking to him. I just told him, thank you for the last 20 years. You've been the greatest inspiration to me, from getting through just college, military, and just life in general. And it was just, I'm not gonna lie, like I've blacking in, blacking out, because I'm like, holy shit, I'm actually talking to you right here. And my question to him was like, you've been my motivation these last 20 years. Once you retire, because he was retiring from in-ring competition in 2025. I said, where do I find that motivation from? And one of the best answers, he says, look, I don't know what's going on in here, but I can view what's going on from the office. He said, you seem like a great kid. You seem like you know what you're doing. It seems like 20 years of you following me, you've kind of been trying to follow my footsteps. Just keep doing your thing. I think you're going to be good. Just keep doing your thing. I'm very grateful for you to give me credit, but I think it's all you that deserve the credit. Just keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
And gave him a hug, and like I walked out, and I kid you not, I smiled nonstop from the convention center and the Uber to the airport through TSA. Got randomly searched at TSA, but I'm still smiling. Like I'm just excited. My flight gets canceled, and I am still smiling at 1 a.m. at the Chicago airport. Just like, best day ever.
Can't ruin the day.
You can't ruin my day, right?
Yeah.
Like nothing can ruin my day. And my flight got delayed 3 days later. Still. Best moment of my life.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, he always seems like a great dude. Just, I mean, obviously you talked about like all the Make-A-Wish stuff that he does, and then everything else that he does as far as like charity work and things outside of movies, TVs, wrestling, all that kind of stuff too. So it's cool that you actually got to meet him, got to talk to him, and kind of I'm sure check something off the bucket list in that aspect.
That was a big part of the bucket list.
Yeah.
Little funny thing, I've always made jokes with my friends about this. Like, what's going to happen first? You meeting John Cena or you learning how to swim? I said, me learning how to swim.
You don't know how to swim?
I still can't swim.
How are you in the military and don't know how to swim?
That's why I joined the Army.
They don't have to make you swim at all in the Army?
No, thank God, no.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
That's why, the Marine, the Navy, they get in the water. Army, we're scared of water.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. We've talked a little bit about like this kind of healthier lifestyle that you've made for yourself. Obviously, talking about motivation from John Cena. In the nightlife industry, this kind of entire healthier lifestyle has taken over a lot. Well, I mean, even more than the nightlife industry, but this healthier lifestyle is very in right now amongst everyone. Where I would say it's almost kind of hurting the nightlife industry because a lot of people aren't drinking as much or aren't going out as much, and there's a ton of different aspects to kind of why this is happening now. Do you? Luna's always here, so she just came walking in real quick. But with that kind of aspect of things, I mean, I know that you don't drink. You're obviously living this healthier lifestyle now as well, too, where you've lost a bunch of weight. You're looking a lot better. Have you noticed just from like the past of the nightlife industry always kind of being focused on the DJ being the party, and a lot of these DJs are drinking during their sets? I feel like now it's almost not as important for the crowd to have that aspect into their shows and kind of have to feel like the DJ is partying with them. What have you kind of noticed with this kind of shift in nightlife?
There's several DJs that drink and some that don't drink that I work around with a lot, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with drinking. There's nothing wrong with having a couple of shots, having a couple of drinks, and still don't have to throw a party. It helps people loosen up. There's other DJs where they've never touched a taste of alcohol, including myself, where I'm like, man, like at first it was hard to like kind of be around all the time, but you just like, oh, this is just life. It's general, like it's cool. As long as you know how to control your drinking and it's not interfering with the club and the party and that night, yeah, go ahead and drink and everything. But no, you are right. A lot of DJs are getting away from that. I don't know if he drinks or not, but shout out to Nesh. Nesh, I go to Carbon Performance to work out. I always see him out there. I always see him at the gym and everything. Don't get me wrong. They always post everything. He's not posting. He's just headphones and everything. Crazy work. This man was doing leg day on New Year's Eve. I looked at him. I was like, bro, you know you got a DJ tonight. He goes, yeah. So you're doing leg day on New Year's Eve? He goes, yeah, I know. So it's just like shout out to him. But it's drinking or not drinking, as long as you're not messing up and you're not doing a sloppy job, then all means have you a espresso martini, a vodka Red Bull, green tea shots, Rumplemans. I don't care. But once it starts messing up and you're doing stupid shit, I think it's time to reel it back in.
Yeah.
Reel it back in before you get fired, because a lot of DJs these days don't have a second job. So if you get fired from your DJing, what's your source of income? Mm-hmm. For me, I have three. I have the DJing, I have the NASCAR job, and I also have the military. At any moment, I can easily just say, you know what? Hey, I'm done DJing. I'm done with my NASCAR job. I'm going to go full time and just do what I can with the military and just let them do what they want. I can also say, I'm done with the military. I'm done with DJing. Just stick with NASCAR. Mm-hmm. At the same time, I could just end it with NASCAR and just go with DJing. But I like to have those three sources of income, just because I don't live a bougie life, but I do love living a comfortable life. Mm-hmm. Not worried about, am I going to be able to get this $20 meal tomorrow? Am I going to be able to pay my mortgage and everything? Yeah. And the funniest thing is, I always tell people, they're like, hey, let's go out tonight. You can't catch me out on Broadway if I'm not getting paid. So I always tell people, like, hey, let's go out tonight. I was like, nah, I'm enjoying my mortgage. Yeah. I'm enjoying my mortgage. And shout out to Dalton, D-Wake. D-Wake and me both said last year we're going to get a house. I got a house. He got a house. And he taught me that saying. It's like when people ask you to go out, to say, nah, I'm enjoying my mortgage. And it's the funniest thing ever. Like, yeah, I got 2 TVs in my living room. I'll be watching football or playing NCAA and watching TV at the same time. Yeah. Best thing ever.
You're like, I'd much rather do that than go sit around with thousands of other people.
Yeah, and they're all drinking. I'm just like, hey, give me a water. Yeah. So the new healthy lifestyle is just getting away from being 5 minutes from Broadway. I'm now a good 30 minutes from Broadway, so I'm not wanting to go out to eat or go out all the time. I wake up at 4 in the morning. I go to the gym, get my day started. Like after this podcast, I'm going to go to the gym. Yeah. And then
go to Alabama.
Yeah, and get ready and go to Alabama and come back the next day and DJ Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. It's just life is expensive. Honestly, life's expensive. If you mess up, that might be your final straw. They don't want to deal with you no more at gigs, at bars, clubs, and you are struggling to find your next source of income.
No, yeah, it's crazy to think about that. Like any gig could be
Your last gig.
Yeah. Especially if you're fucking up and doing stuff that is detrimental to a venue for sure. So, but yeah, I mean, you talked about the house. You also got engaged.
Yeah.
You're getting married here in 2026.
Yep.
What's going on with that? I didn't even know that you were dating anyone. Apparently, we don't talk to each other enough for me to know this. But I mean, when did you get engaged? Did you get engaged? What happened here?
We went very traditional route in the family. Saw this girl at a wedding back in June, July in Memphis, and I was just gonna do the typical thing: go up to her, get her number, just call it a day like that, and just you never know what happens after that. My mom is like, "No, you can't do that. We have to ask her parents if they're okay with you talk." It's like, Mom, anytime you've asked that, the question's been no because they don't respect. I'm a DJ, and it's just a full circle. Like, I don't want to do this bullshit. So I said, never mind. She goes, no, let me ask. I'm like, okay. So she asked. The mom's like, yeah, they could talk. So we just started texting, started FaceTime and everything. Met up a couple times, and after this is gonna sound crazy. After a couple months, and it is very fast paced, but it's very respectful to how we do things. After a couple months, if me and the girl both like each other and like, hey, things are going good. All right, we tell our parents. The parents are okay with it. Next step is engagement. And
what is this, like a Muslim thing or what?
It is a Muslim thing.
Okay.
so
it's like a not arranged,
yeah,
but
because
it's
people thought it was arranged. At first, I was like, it's not arranged because at any moment she could have said no.
Yeah.
I could have said no.
Her family could have said no.
Her family could have said no. And like, again, a lot of people looked at me like, your son's a DJ. Man, screw my corporate job, screw my military. I'm just the damn DJ.
Yeah.
That's it. So the mom was okay with that, and I was like, okay. So after selling for a couple months, we got engaged the weekend after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I made it easier on my family. Instead of them coming for Thanksgiving, they have to come up here again for an engagement. I said, hey, let's just kill two birds with one stone. Let's just do it that weekend of Thanksgiving. Everyone's gonna be in town. Let's just do that. So we did it in Memphis and Thanksgiving weekend, and then the wedding is gonna be in June in Memphis. And little funny story about this. The groom pays for everything.
Really?
Yes.
I mean,
shit is expensive. Holy fuck. And it's not like one day. No, we throw a 3-day party. So you got 3 different venues. You get a DJ for 3 different days.
Yeah.
And just from the food to the florist to photographer, I'm like, damn, like I get it one day for weddings are expensive. 3 fucking days? Holy shit. So, yeah, right now, like when anyone asks if you want to DJ, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. Because I need every penny you can think of right now. Every single penny. If you're watching this, every single penny that comes my way is going to my wedding fund. Thank you guys so much for that. So
that's awesome.
It's
yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know you guys did 3-day weddings too. I know like my buddy Shaw from Chicago, he runs an event company and they do Indian weddings all the time, and Indian weddings are very huge, similar where it's like 2 or 3 day kind of festival ceremonies. So it's like the amount of money that they spend on Indian weddings is
it's crazy.
Insane too. So
and I could have easily like have family help and everything, but like it's my wedding, so I'm like I'm gonna do it myself. It's also a kind of hey, for everyone who said no because I'm a DJ, look what this DJ money does for y'all. There you go. So it's kind of like a big F you in the face to everyone else, but it's more like, hey, earn it, earn your day, earn the wedding, because once the wedding is over, and she wouldn't move down here until after the wedding, very traditionally. So,
which she lives in Memphis.
So her grandma lives in Memphis. She lives in Michigan. So I've been going up there a couple of times to go see her and everything, and she wouldn't move down here till after the wedding and everything. Yeah. Her name is Malak. In Arabic, it means angel. Okay. So, very excited for the new chapter in my life. When I tell you 2025 was an amazing year, I'm kind of scared. I don't think 2026 is going to beat it besides getting married.
Yeah. Lot to live up to.
A lot to live up to. one of the funniest things, I wanted the wedding. This is gonna sound crazy. I wanted the wedding to be August 16th.
Okay.
It's gonna be I think June 28th. But I was really rooting for August 16th.
What's August 16th?
It would have been the 1 year anniversary
Okay.
that I met John Cena. It sounds
And
crazy.
that's what you wanted to base off of?
I wasn't gonna tell her until after like we're cutting the cake, and I would have been like, "Hey, you know what today is?"
Yeah.
She goes, "Wedding day." I was like, "Do you know why?" She goes, "Why?" I was like, 1 year ago, I met John Cena, and she probably would have stabbed me with the cake,
The cake cutter?
yeah, something. So the date just didn't work out, and I already told her, and she thought it was funny. But it's just the way I look at it is 2025 is an amazing year. Besides John Cena retiring, I closed one book, and now I'm opening up a new book in my life, and it's a lot for everyone who thought I got married, because a lot of my friends messaged me, "Congrats on your wedding." I was like, "I'm not engaged. I'm not married. I'm engaged. Don't you think you would have gotten an invite?" He goes, "Yeah, I was kind of salty about that." I was like, "Yeah, trust me, it's just a small engagement." So, very just like I said, very traditional. A lot of people really thought it was arranged. I just kind of like had to explain to them, like, "Hey, not arranged. It's we both have a lot of say in this."
Yeah.
So
Yeah, just different traditions of how you guys do things. Do you have a DJ set?
I do have a DJ. It's actually a Middle Eastern DJ. So that's funny. Me and my mom argued about the DJ.
Yeah.
And I looked at my mom and said, "Mom, don't you think the DJ should be able to pick the DJ for the wedding?" And she looks at me and goes, "You got a point. Who you gonna pick?" And I'm picking a Middle Eastern DJ. His name's DJ Roni. He's actually based in Clarksville. Does a lot of Middle Eastern weddings, and he was available for that weekend. So I was like, "All right, perfect. We got the DJ set, and got the photographer, videographer set, got the venue set and everything." And I'm just paying the debt out of my pocket right now. So
yeah, it's gonna keep coming too. So
and the weird thing is we wear engagement rings.
Yeah.
So once you're married, you move it to the right hand. So left hand. So right now it's on the right hand. I'm getting used to it.
That's how they do it, huh?
Yeah. So you
keep it on the right hand the whole time.
Yeah. And I didn't realize I was supposed to get a ring. The day before the engagement, my mom's like, "Hey, do you got the rings?" I said, "Rings?" She goes, "Yeah, the rings." I was like, "I got the ring. I got her ring." She goes, "You're supposed to get a ring too." I'm like, "Oh shit." So I went to JCPenney the way before they closed, tried on different ones. I was like, "All right, this one fits me. Perfect. We're good." Got the ring.
Yeah, you're like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah. Like, 'cause I wear a band most of the time. I wear a
a rubber one.
Yeah, a rubber one. So I work out and everything. Just more comfortable and everything, especially when I work out and military. But I'm getting used to it a little bit.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even know that was a thing either. So I'm learning a bunch of new stuff here. So that's good. We talked a little bit earlier about just like some of these other gigs that you're doing right now. Yeah. As of now, like what's your typical week like? What's your schedule like? Your residencies? Where are you all playing at?
So once in a while, I go down to Tuscaloosa. This Wednesday tonight, I'm going down there just because I'm still on PTO for my job, so I have weekdays to kill.
Yeah.
So I'm going down there. This is my only wine Wednesday of the year. If May's giving me a tight schedule with just 2 races, so I'm not gonna have time to DJ as much in May for their graduation weekend. I've done graduation weekend for them several years in a row. Every Friday, 7 to 10, you can usually find me at Whiskey Row. And then Saturday during the day, I kind of just pick up random shifts. If it's either a brunch gig, a pool gig, it's a bar stool, a game song gig, just wherever. And then every other Saturday night, I'm at Whiskey Row rooftop. And then on some Sundays, I'm at Sunny's in Germantown. So it just kind of depends. I post my weekend lineup usually every weekend where I'm going to be at. This weekend, from Galette's tonight. Tomorrow night, I'm at Sunny's for the game sound.
Yeah.
Friday, Whiskey Row, 7 to 10. And then Saturday night, Whiskey Row, 10 to close.
Yeah. So with all these rooms that you're playing, I know that you kind of touched on this of just DJs and having self-doubt playing these rooms. And obviously here in Nashville, with the way that they use agencies, you can get thrown into different rooms that you've never even played before at the drop of a dime. Obviously, what you're listing off is places that you do play frequently. So those rooms you're a little bit more comfortable in. You know how to read the room. You know how these rooms are played. the kind of crowd that's coming into them. But for some of these times, you get thrown into a new hotel or a newer bar where it's like you've never even been in that bar or never even been to that hotel. And a lot of times you can walk in there and have a lot of self-doubt of, fuck, I have no idea what to play. I don't even know like any direction that they want, and kind of even start to think like, why am I even here? What are those situations like for you, and have you had any recently? And how do you work on kind of overcoming that self-doubt during those sets? That way you are still going to perform well, because obviously the end goal of all these is to get booked again.
Yeah, to come back. They're stressful. The stressful moments a lot of times. Kind of happened a couple times this past year. Got booked at the W on a random Thursday night, and the title of the night was what was it? Emo night. Mm-hmm. And the first thing I thought was like, all right, I'm getting asked to play emo night. I don't have probably more than 1 or 2 songs to emo. And my booking agent was like, hey, it's okay. Just play pop music. Just keep it friendly. You don't have to be emo music. I was like, okay, cool. So, it's a 4-hour gig. First 20 minutes into the set, the manager asked us for more emo music. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I played
Who's it booked through?
Jam Factory. And they asked me for more emo music, and I'm like, ah, shit. So big shout out to Tidal. I have Tidal.
Yeah.
I pay for it monthly. And I was like, you know what? We're going to just
work right off a playlist.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. Like, I wasn't proud of my transitions and everything, but like I also wanted to get through the gig and not get in trouble and make them upset.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I don't know what to do. I don't have emo music. Like, all my music I have is just remix of popular dance, pop, hip hop songs, country songs. Maybe Paramore is the only emo song.
That's as emo as you get.
Yeah, that's the most emo I did. And there was a song I was listening to. I'm like, ooh, people actually dance to this? I'm like, oh, okay, man. Whatever makes them happy. Like, I'm not going to, like, I'm just going to do my job and get through this gig and everything. And haven't got asked to come back for emo night. I understand, because like I said, I'm not an emo DJ, and I would prefer to be put in a setting where I know my music in the crowd than what the hell am I going to do tonight?
Yeah.
So those are stressful moments. They're very stressful when you get into the bar setting and there's nobody there. There's nobody in there. What the hell do you play? Do you just play your normal EDM songs that you would play if it was a packed room? Do you play slow house music? Like, what do you play? And I've gotten better with that, but there are moments where you're just like, man, it does not look good right now. You're DJing to an empty room. It's slow season, but at the same time, manager walks up here, man, there's somebody in here. The DJ, it falls on the DJ.
Yeah, they're always the first one to blame.
Yeah, first one. Hey, doesn't matter what happened. Doesn't matter if it's 20 degrees outside. Nobody's in here. It's the DJ. I got booked at a venue during the Music City Bowl. They had 3 DJs. They had DJs from 12. No, it was like 12 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to close. Mm-hmm. The bowl game is from 4 to 8. I got booked from 4 to 8.
Yeah, that's perfect though, because then you can just play the game. Are you playing games?
No,
now?
I'm not playing. I'm DJing.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be DJing to the crowd, right?
Yeah.
There's no crowd. Why? Because everyone's at the game.
Oh, they're all there at the game.
Yeah. So before the gig, it was busy. Before the game, it was busy. After the game, it's busy. When I'm playing there, it's dead.
Yeah.
So things like this, I'm like, man, this is just, it keeps making me look like a shitty DJ. I got to finally play stateside for the first time after I've been trying to get there for 3 years. I've been asked through Jam Factory, hey, can you play stateside? But it's either a military weekend, something comes up. So finally got to play stateside. They asked me could I DJ 10 a.m. brunch on January 1st. Mm-hmm. I'm like, ooh, being New Year's Eve the night before, I'm like, no, yeah, let's do it. So got done at 2 a.m, went home, slept, woke up, DJ'd brunch, and I had a great time. I had an awesome time at stateside. First time playing out there, I'm like, I hope I get asked to come back. It was a great day. My birthday was New Year's Day, so it was just like, man, just a lot of people were showing me some love and just giving me tips and a lot of the bartenders and staff were like giving me good feedback. So I'm like, yeah, this was an awesome gig. And it wasn't like I was playing crazy music. It was, okay, more reservations come in around 11. So I got started at 10, kind of play some chill music around 10. 11 o'clock, you start seeing more of the younger crowd, more of like the partiers go. A lot of the hangover crowd come in too, because like I said, it was New Year's Eve the night before.
Day, yeah.
And I said, the GM was like, hey, you crushed it. We'd love to have you back. I was like, hey, I appreciate that. Shook his hand and went on with my day.
It's good. Yeah. Self-doubt, I feel like, is such a killer, but it's like if you can get over that and start to kind of figure out some of these rooms, but obviously if you're not being set up for success in some of these bookings too, that doesn't help either. So, which I think is crazy that, I mean, it's hard to not give details to the entertainment. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of music, last time you were on here, we talked a little bit about record pools. Having music to play for these crowds.
Yep.
You said that you were spending upwards of $250 on all your record pools per
$250 a
month.
Yeah, that was $250 a month.
What's the number at now? What do we cut down to?
So it went down from I think 6 to 2 now to record pools.
Okay.
I still like use streaming services, but I want to say I am down to $85 a month.
What are your 2 record pools you're using?
I use DMS, Direct Music Services, and I use Headliner.
Okay.
But
nice.
for streaming services, I'm using Tidal.
Yeah.
And for like just my personal use, and sometimes now that Rekordbox partnered with it, I use Spotify for the gym and Spotify on Rekordbox as well.
Yeah.
So it's very funny looking back that every record pool I was paying for usually kind of had the same songs on there. Like I was just like, man, I just downloaded this off of Club Killers, or I just downloaded this off of BPM Supreme. Like, why am I paying for all these damn subscriptions? So,
yeah, I know. Like, obviously, they have different editors and remixers with each record pool, but as far as like the originals, the majority of them all have the same music coming out to an extent. But I think even with having all of those, you were probably downloading a lot more music because you're going through each of them. Do you think that now cutting down the amount of record pools that you have and cutting down the amount of music that you are downloading, having less music in your library, do you think it's made you any better of a DJ?
I want to say yes, because like before you're just downloading anything and you're like, oh, this sounds good, and you just download it and you're like, it sounds good, but like you play in the club and you force it into the club and you're like, okay, that just kind of like killed the mood and everything. And now I'm just like, if I go and download a song I actually like off of Headliners, I'm like, okay, this is actually a badass song. I'm probably going to play this a lot. Not just, let's just go and try it. No, I'm going to play this a lot. There's a remix of Mac Miller, Loud, with Better Off Alone, I think. It's a great remix. And I listened to it off Headliners, and I was like, oh, this is a badass edit. And now I play that song everywhere. That remix, I love it. It's an awesome remix. I've had a lot of people compliment that remix. I'm like, hey, it's one of Headliners. Like, I one day want to make my own edits, but just with so much going on right now, I don't have time.
Yeah,
I don't have time to actually sit down and get in front of a computer and like, okay, here's 5-6 hours. I'm gonna learn how to do this, make my own music. But I do want to learn. Like Pat McAfee just released 2 of his own songs. I'm just like,
really? I didn't know that.
It's actually badass. One of the songs is actually about a women's college basketball player.
Okay,
it's actually badass. So if you get a chance,
he's singing in them or what?
I think he used ChatGPT.
Okay,
but like he's still great. Like it's funny. It's a good song. Like
it's crazy.
I'm like, this is actually a badass song. The player's name is Cook, I think. So something about let her cook. Like it was really funny, but it's just I'm glad I'm saving a little bit of money from those record pools, because if we go back to the last podcast we did about the record pools, those comments, they ate me up. I mean, all the DJs are like, bro, you're getting screwed, holy shit. And different DJs like, can y'all send this guy a shirt? Like, send him something. He's keeping you guys in business. And I'm like, okay, it's time to reduce them.
Yeah.
And
Went through and canceled some.
Yeah, and I think Diesel even called me after the podcast came out. He goes, dude, how much are you paying? I said $250. He goes, for what? And it's just it's funny to look back at it now.
Yeah.
Just because you're like, oh, I'll get this, I'll get this. Now you're like, okay, be selective on what you're getting.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like cutting it down definitely makes you search a little bit more where you're finding songs that like are gonna be good. They're gonna fit your sound. They're gonna fit the venues that you're playing, as opposed to just downloading a million of them and then just kind of overcrowding your library. Yeah. So then when you're going through to pick stuff, there's a fucking million songs on there. So, but yeah, moving on from music. Yeah. We're going to get on to the platform playlist. I've been adding these songs from all the guests on the shows. So give me your 3 right now. It can be song that you love playing in the club, song that you like listening to at the gym, in the car. I want to hear your top 3 songs right now.
So there are actually 3 remixes of songs. So the first one is Runaway by Sunstroke.
Okay.
I love that little melody beat they have into it. So a lot of songs being remixed into that. So more of a club/workout song. So I love that song. Hallucinogenics, Steve remix.
I have not heard that.
It's a great workout song. Just kind of gets
Hallucinogenics?
Yeah. Just kind of gets you like in the vibe. Like, it's a great song you can start off the room with. Yeah. If you want to like slowly build into something. But like more of a workout song where I'm like, okay, I can vibe to this. And then Tether by Eric Prydz.
Okay.
Remixed with Churches. Those are going to be my 3 top songs. I could have easily have picked like, oh, what was hot in 2025, and it's gone from there. But like, I want to be different.
Those are good, man. Because that's going to be 3 songs. I literally have not listened to any 3 of those. So it'll be 3 new ones that obviously, hopefully, are new to other people as well too. And that's what we're looking for: bringing out new music to people to be able to listen to and find some new music, some new artists, some new remixers that they can throw into the rotation. So that's good. Last but not least, you got to put somebody on a platform. So we do this every episode. Okay. Can be a person, it can be another DJ, a brand that you love, your favorite restaurant, anything local that you want to support. It can be a massive company, just somebody that you want to shine a little bit of spotlight on. Let these listeners, let these viewers know so that way they can go check them out.
One of my boys, Dalton, he goes by DJ named D-Wake. One of my best friends in the DJing career and just outside just personal life. I honestly don't think people realize how great of a DJ he is. He knows how to throw a party. Like every single Friday, I get to play before he gets on, and honestly, I am perfectly fine with building the room up for him to come in and like taking it. I'm like, hey, you're my best friend, so he's just an amazing DJ. Like, he's a great human being. So I'm one of my best friends. We'll love for him to be on the podcast. And if you guys are ever at Whiskey Row on Friday nights or Jolly Rolls on Saturdays, that's where he plays at. So
yeah, I was just hanging out with him the other day. He's one of the homies. Love him. Awesome DJ too, like you said. But he actually is going to be on the pod soon shortly too. Got a date lined up for him, so I know we're gonna have a good time on here. I'm sure he's very happy with the Steelers making the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I know I'll see him this weekend too, so it should be a good time. That's a good one to put on.
Once in a while, he'll send me a snap of a memory of when I was like 250 pounds. Mm-hmm. He goes, "Man, I miss Fat Mo." I was like, "Fat Mo ain't here no more, y'all. Fat Mo is dead and gone." Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Anything else that you need to put out here? Anything upcoming for viewers, listeners that you got to shout out here?
Just 2026. I'm gonna go by a new slogan called "No Days Wasted." Mm-hmm. There you just earn every single day. Don't waste a day. You could be hunting over all morning, in the afternoon, go to the gym, make your bed. Just start the day every day with something completed, so you feel like you did something, and just love one another, because you never know when it's the last day we're gonna see that person. Yeah. There's no room for hate here. The 3 words: never give up. you can have the worst 3 gigs in a row, and just the next gig can be your gig that makes you shine and gets you to the next level. So just play every gig with a full heart and with a full energy, and yeah.
Love it.
So.
Good message to close out on. So I'll make sure I have everything for MOJO here on the description so you guys can go check him out, follow him on Instagram, go check out any of his mixes that he's put out, anything like that. I'll make sure all the socials are attached here. Obviously, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, listen to Apple Podcasts or Spotify, give us a follow. As always, the show is under at the Platform Mix on socials. My handle's at the DJ Dex. Until next Wednesday, we'll see you guys around. Peace.
Appreciate you guys.
Check. Mic check. 1, 2.
Yo, is this thing on or what?